to click like, subscribe, the bell notification, and whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support us. What's up, everyone? I'm the Kaiju no Kami from the Toku Animation News Network, and I figured you guys have been asking for a long time for me to do a video of just showing off my collection. That was time to do so. One, because we're moving soon. So if I don't do it now and we've got to start packing, I'm never going to do it for like another 6, 7, 8 months, if that. And I think it'd be kind of cool to just show off the collection, even though there are some things that have already been put away, sadly. So you won't get to see my Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga collection, my Dragon Ball manga collection, some of Kurelika's books, some of my Marvel Legends that I have put away, among other things. Sadly, because, like I said, we're moving, and I was like, I better just start getting this video out. So I'm going to do this in sections. Note, some of the shelves are dusty because even though I did dust some of them, not all of them, I will say there are some shelves that are really dusty because I haven't been dusted in months. But Colorado loves dust. Dust in Colorado is like pepperoni on pizza. They just go together and there's no way to avoid it. You can dust something 100 times in one day. Next day, it will not look like you have dusted in a couple of days. That's how bad dust is here in Colorado. But I figure I'll start with the room right here, and then I will go to the other collections. Kurelika's Lego collection, unfortunately, is put away for the most part, so I won't be able to show off that. And a few other things like the board game collection we have. But I do have Hero Quest out, kind of, so I'll show that from a distance. I won't be able to show everything because it's all buried, like the old game boards, because I also have the old game boards expansions from Hero Quest with the new ones. But I'm sure you understand. But anyway, let's get moving on this and see how it goes. First order of business, I will show this shelf. There used to be stuff there. Obviously, it's gone now. But here are the One Piece books. Actually, we start this way. Lots of One Piece. One Piece is never ending. And then Kurelika's Toilet Bound Hanako-kun books. A manhwa series called Island. Drifters. My Vampire Hunter D novels. Vampire Hunter D art. And manga, some Junji Ito stuff, Speakerfer poster signed by, or picture, Speakerfer picture signed by most of the English cast, of the main cast I should say. We've got more manga, and then let's go up here. We've got some superhero posters, some of Kurelika's horror figure collection, my Goosebumps book collection, my James Bond collection, more manga, JoJo's, lots of JoJo's, Death Note, and more JoJo's. More. Actually, I probably should have done this all in order. So in here are Zelda strategy guides. This is the... Can I get this open? I cannot get this open. This is the G.I. Joe Kickstarter of the original Marvel comic series. And then here we've got omnibuses. Now, most of the omnibuses are on here. We did have to move some because we have kind of run out of room. Do, 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 do. No, lots and lots and lots of Spider-Man. Now I have to get closer on the floor because I'm at the bottom, but we've got X-Men. Lots of X-Men. I actually just finished this today, so now I only have 3 volumes to go before I am done with the entire Chris Claremont run of X-Men, which is awesome. Don't mind the panda that's in the way of Spider-Man 2099 Volume 1. Alright, let's go over here to the other bookshelf. We've got, the panda fell, so I will just move him over. Toku books, all my series, some new types of lives, which I'll probably actually get rid of at this point. Sentai books, writer books, the whole shebang. More comics and omnibuses and stuff. And more. Ninja Turtles, Conan. Then we've got Alan Moore Swamp Thing, V for Vendetta, some other books, Gargoyles, The Star Wars. More random books. Some of these aren't in order because we just ran out of, some of them are too big to fit into other spots. My Tales from the Crypt collection. Or I guess I should say EC Comics collection. Whoop. Hey, come on, get in focus. Why are you out of focus? What are you doing? Come on. Come on. There we go. So my Lupin the Third books, manga, the Kamen Rider and Gold Ranger manga, and look, it's the statue version of me that the name escapes me had created, sadly. Alright, we've got the Talk to Me hand from the box set, a bunch of horror books, and a horror movie book from the 1970s. That book came out shortly after The Exorcist was released. So this is the anime collection. Actually, I should start this way. The hard part is I'm against a wall, so I can't fully do close-up too far away shots of everything, but we'll make it work. Sailor Moon, I have not gotten rid of Crystal yet. These are the anime movies and OVAs. Then we've got TV series. And I need to reposition myself, so give me a moment here. Alright. Where was I? Right here? Alright. Empty shelf for future releases. The cat's getting in the way of the collection. Hey Ren, watch out. That one there is X. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera. Got Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So those are the anime Blu-rays and DVDs. Alright, now we come to a very tight space because I don't have any place to back up on. And that is the American cartoons, TV shows, and Doctor Who and Toku shelf. Yeah, this is an amalgamation of everything. But look at that. 16 seasons of the original Doctor Who. And then a bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays. Torchwood. Here are my Sentai DVDs. Empty Blu-ray cases just set there for placeholders just to keep the shelves up. And my camcorder is apparently going out of focus. Come on. There we go. Ultraman. More Ultraman. Japanese DVDs. I do have more that are not on display because I don't have the room, technically. Is it really going out of focus again? There we go. My camcorder has been acting really weird lately, where it's just automatically going out of focus for some reason. Godzilla movies, Kamen Rider, Garo, various Toku stuff, some Japanese discs, and then Metal Heroes, and then we got the Disney and Pixar section, TV shows, comic book stuff. Now I have to reposition myself again to get lower. Alright. Where are we at? We've got Animaniacs, Archer, Beetlejuice, Boondocks, G.I. Joe, Simpsons, Transformers, My Leg, Beast Wars, X-Men. Yes, there's a second copy of the Twilight Zone 80 series there, even though I have the complete collection up here. Why? Because I bought a collection and they sent me the wrong thing. So they're like, just keep the extra copy because we have no use for it. So that was pretty cool. Now we're at video games. And in a moment, regular movies. So these are the special collections and Zelda. Come on, focus in. Alright. It's kind of dark on this end. So hopefully you can see everything now. Oop. Oh, did I get this spot with Fatal Frame and stuff? Yeah, I think I did. PS3 stuff. Then we've got DS, Game Boy, PS1 and some game soundtracks, Switch titles, and then we've got PS2, or sorry, GameCube, Wii U. Then we've got PS2, ran out of the way again. Lots of PS2, well, not as much as it used to be. And then we've got, whoop, hold on, let me, oh, that's why it's down there, because I can't fit that up ways. That's right, okay. But we got some Shin Megami games, Tensei 4 for the 3DS, the Famicom version of 2, the Persona remakes on PSP, more PSP games, and Vita games. And then lots of dust. And then, going up, we have some special collections here. Box sets and stuff. No More Heroes boxes. My Resident Evil collection. My Metroid collection, James Bond, a God of War promotion thing, and behind here is a Full Moon Features DVD box set of tons of movies. Sadly, that gets hidden away because that's the best place for it at the moment. Then we have more collections from Shout and Arrow, and an import. Breaking Bad. The Ring Trilogy, the Godzilla Criterion set, the Gamera Arrow video set. And then we come over here and we've got a Mel Brooks collection. All these, Tarantino set, all these film noir box sets from Kino, and I'm still missing about, oh, what am I missing? I got 18 and 25 just came out. Hell House, Planet of the Apes, Halloween, Creature from the Black Lagoon, autographed by the actress from the film. And then we come to the other movies. My Godzilla 4Ks from Criterion and Toho. And I just realized there's a giant shadow in the way. Unfortunately, it's going to be that way for the moment. The UK editions of Nightmare on Elm Street, North by Northwest, same with Blazing Saddles and Amadeus, because the UK has been releasing some stellar versions. Oops, now I'm down one. These are more regular releases and stuff. Probably went too fast there. Halloween. Slow down a bit. Okay. And then the bottom shelf. Marvel stuff, cat toy, and more movies. Photo of us with Stan Lee, poster, Gargoyles poster, autographed by a couple people. My really cool Ascaflowne poster, signed by the entire English cast for the Funimation dub. And then Monsters in My Pocket. A box because, like I said we're moving. My They Live poster signed by Keith David. Escape from New York. The Fog. Pinky and the Brain. Friday the 13th from Kane Hodder and Ari Lehman, who played the original Kid Jason. And the best thing ever, a Cowboy Bebop printer's proof autographed by some of the English cast, Watanabe the creator, a scriptwriter named Dai Soto. It is awesome. Some of my Hero Quest collection. Now we come to the place you've been wanting to see the most. The collection room, the crumb de crumb, or whatever they call it. So it's a little bit messy on the tops because, again, since we're moving, I'm trying to organize things and my things seems to be going out of zoom again. But here we go. Let's see, where should I start? And it's gonna get really bright here because I have my lamps on to help illuminate the room. But here is where I do all my toy photography, right up on this table here. As you can see, I have the NECA diorama here with some of the stands I use, some of the rubble I use, one of the backgrounds from the Extreme sets. Let's start here. We've got horror movie. Let's go here at the bottom. We've got horror movie with Jason and Michael. We move up. Up, up. And at some point I'm going to open that so I can put that with there, but I figure I might as well wait till we move. Alright, Marvel side. We've got my X-Men shells. Actually, let's go a bit closer. Hopefully the light's not getting in the way too much. The Sentinel, Nimrod, more battle going on with the more Sentinels. Then we got Mojo and the Reavers, Alpha Flight fighting Wendigo. And I should make my way back, but let me take out these ones. This area first, then you have my Fantastic Four shelf, where they're fighting Galactus among other guys. Even the Skrulls are fighting Galactus. You've got my, what do they call them? The Red Tracksuit Mafia, Batman, Harley, and Mad Hatter. Batman is the Mafex version. At some point I'm going to do some photos of him. I'm intentionally skipping the middle stuff for the moment, and I will go back to that after. We've got just some random supernatural stuff. And I'm scooting across on the floor. That's why it probably looks like it's going in slow motion or maybe jittery. A Spider-Verse shelf with some dead Spider-Men. And X-Men, mostly issue 275 cover shelf. Banshee's missing because you saw as he was up above. Banshee, that version of Banshee will go down there when the proper version of Banshee comes out. Nothing in there. I'm going to have this as a placeholder for Corellica's Transformers Blokies. Now we go up one and we've got the Spider-Man shelves. So we've got Noir fighting a bunch of gangsters and with Black Cat there. We have my Pseudo Maximum Carnage shelf. I did have Spider-Man 2099 on there, but I removed him because I'm getting the Mafex, and I'll probably have him on top of Demo Goblin. Then we have Captain Marvel, the real Captain Marvel, Silver Sable, and Prowler fighting a bunch of rogues. Now we move over. We've got Chameleon, Doc Ock, who has kidnapped Aunt May, Rhino, Shocker, Mysterio, Vulture, fighting Spider-Man. Jameson, hey, you can't do that. I was defending you and you kidnapped an old woman. Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy going, oh, what's going on? A random bystander. Yes, I know it's technically Ned Leeds, but it's a random bystander in there. Because I do that, which I will show you shortly. Well, you probably saw some random bystanders on my X-Men shelves. Then we have, well, yes, there's a G.I. Joe figure that fell behind the glass case, and I have not been able to get it right now. So I figure since we're going to be moving the cases anyway when we move, might as well just let it sit there for the moment. But Green Goblin, Miles fighting Scorpion, Warthog fighting Craven, Spider-Gwen chasing after Green Goblin, Morbius fighting Jackal. And then, we've got Darkhawk and Symbiote Spider fighting all of these dudes. The Hobgoblin Army, Jack-o'-lantern, which is kind of funny since those two are technically the same. A knocked out Speed Demon, who I have because I forgot to sell him. Silvermane, and another innocent bystander. Now, let me go up here a bit. Oop, I'm gonna have to stand up to block out some of the light. We've got our Hellfire Club, just chilling, enjoying themselves, not giving a damn about anything. Ghost Riders, Captain America, AIM, Red Skull, Crossbones, Leaper, Bot Truck, Sharon, who is tipped over, Zemo, and Black Widow. And then Daredevil with Elektra, Black Widow, and the Hand, Typhoid Mary, Punisher, Purple Man, Bullseye, and Stiltman, who unfortunately I only have them on 2 sets of legs, not a bunch of them. So that is the Marvel shelves, or comic book shelves in a way. Next we have G.I. Joe. Oh, and up here, more dioramas for me to use. And some other things. But we've got the Hiss tanks, because they can't fit in the case. Down there is the unopened Tomahawk, which I intended to open, but never got the chance to, and at this point I'm like, might as well wait till we move. So we've got the Joe case. I will open this because of all the glare, which I guess I should have done with that other case, but oh well. Oop. Looks like mutt has fallen over a bit. And this is my shelf of bystanders. If you see the photos I do, you probably occasionally see that there are people on the ground or random people just running, screaming, or needing help. This is my shelf where I store them because they get to be anything I need them to be. They can be horror movie victims, they can be police officers, they can be gangsters, they can be drunks, homeless people, whatever I need them to be to fit this picture's narrative. Alright. Whoops, get this cord out of the way so I can close this back up. And we've got our Cobra shelf, and one Cobra soldier fell over. Let me just pick him up real quick. Hopefully not start a whole chain reaction of figures falling over from picking him up. Hopefully. Alright. So we have our Cobra Heads and Dreadnought shelf. We've got more Cobra Legions and another Cobra Commander I'm not sure what to do with yet. But I like the design, so I've been keeping him on here till I need the room. Bunch of Cobra soldiers, Vipers, regular soldiers. Whoops. And then Bats, Crimson Guards, and Alley Vipers. Close that up. Those boxes are my Go-Go 5 SMPs of Grand Liner, Liner Boy, and Victory Mars. I think I'm going to wait until we move before I open them. Which kind of sucks because I wanted to do some pictures of Go-Go 5, but it's going to be easier to move them at this point if I still have them unopened. But anyway, we've got some pictures I never got to hang up that Toku Star had got to me. Pictures, more pictures. Another one Toku Star got me, that deck of red autographed all over. The 20 Seasons Power Rangers box set that a friend just gave me that he wanted at Colorado Anime Fest's charity auction. All the Sentai cards that came with the Go Kaiju Blu-rays in Japan. A Daijujin. a whole stack of stuff I need to get frames for. A lot of it's stuff that we had got a Power Morphicon, Serpentera. All right. We've got Godzilla. Let's just open up the case, since that was easier. This is Mezco and Reactions with whatever he's from, for Manda. Got more Mezco's Reactions. I haven't sold this Gamera yet. And a couple of the new vinyls. Go-Go 5. Mario. So that's this case. Zelda and Metroid in Pyramid Head, because since I have no other place to put Pyramid Head. Jetman. Kaku Ranger. With, yeah, I know that's Ninja Steel or Ninja, but it's a yokai, so close enough. More Mezco Godzilla's Reactions and a Biollante vinyl. Hopefully this is not, let's see. Okay, I don't think it's out of focus. Alright. We have our Jew Ranger shelf compiled of Shotos and Reactions and a few Bandai 4-inch figures. The Dinosaur Gods, some of the Lightning Collection monsters with Nasty Knight and Spider from the toy, old Bandai toy line from the 90s. Mega Ranger. Nothing in there right now. Now this one I'm going to start upward. We have our Die Ranger battle scene with all the Shotos and one 2-inch figure. He's just there because he's too small to really be in on the action. We've got the SMPs. Unfortunately, I screwed up the stickers on him, so that sticker's on the wrong spot and it would not come off without tearing. I hate stickers. I really wish they would have given every SMP, every Shoto should include like 2 sets of sticker sheets just in case you screw up. Then we've got my current Gingaman shelf. The old Bandai figures for Zahab and Barbarex, and then the SMPs, and then this is the new Technodrome that came out late last year that Silver Quill got me for Christmas. I actually do have some old Ninja Turtles stored in it. Let's see, can I open this without knocking everyone over? Nope. Whoopsie. But yeah, I've got old Ninja Turtles stored in there. Crap. Everything fell all over. I should not have touched it. Alright, give me one moment to at least get these guys back in here. Crap. They're not going to go back in here, are they? With ease. Whoop. Nope. Okay. Well, I will just put them there and I will fix it later or never. Okay. So we have, oh yeah, this case opens on the other side because I was an idiot and I just knocked over Mirage Donatello. Alright. So we've got, come on, Wingnut, the frogs, and 2 of the Archie Comics dudes. We've got Foot Clan version shelf number 2 technically. Foot Clan shelf number 1. And it just looks really weird having that version of Shredder in there when everyone else is uniform in color. I mean, granted, those guys aren't, but they're in the shadows shooting arrows, so they're supposed to be darker. And then I just took others and put the proper color bodies on them, or robes. And then comes my Ultraman display, Ultraman Ultra 7. And then, whoop, he fell over too. Come on. Come on, stand up. There we go. Kamen Rider, random shelf, double black, Kuga Agito, Hibiki. For figure arts, which, and a couple Shotos, because I want to actually remove, I want to actually well, I don't know if it's really an upgrade or not, but I really want to change out my figure arts for Shotos, so I can have them match with the Sentai Shotos, but I just don't have the funds to buy all the Shotos I want right now. But eventually I'd like to have Black and Battle Hopper, double, the Sonozaki family Shoto set, Kuga. I don't think Agito has been given the Shoto treatment though, and neither has Hibiki. Alright, so we've got then Mirage Ninja Turtles. I'm just waiting on April to come out. Mirage other Ninja Turtles. We got Utrams. Yes, there are 2 Gotham figures in there. They are just meant to be Utrams with their skins on. I figured, why not? Rat King, Baxter, this little nut parademon, some Mousers, and then my Triceratons, which the colors on the camera just got weird. Okay, sure. And then my final DTOF over here, we've got Archie Shredder, technically the Krang Shredder, that's acting as a stand-in until I get the Toon Shredder. Foot Soldiers, one of them has the same foot, literally. He has 2 left feet. We have our Channel 6 crew. The Turtles with some friends. I really do need Splinter to go with them. Wish they would re-release Splinter. And finally, my Kamen Rider Blade figure arts, which again I would love to get in Shoto form, although I don't think they've done the bikes. I was excited for the Soto Chronicles, and then I found out the Soto Chronicles are pretty much stickers galore, and that ruined it. So that is the collection room. The room you have all been wanting to see for a long time that I kept procrastinating on. I hope it was worth it. I really... Oh look! Hello! Hey, he's waving back. Yes, hello! Oops, wait a minute. Hello! Okay, yes, you can go now. Oh, now he's getting angry? What? Seriously though, thank you all. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye!